Hi everyone, it's Amit here. I'm Anandgiri Mandal ASO. So today we will be discussing about the yield estimates which we usually do using crop cutting experiments. So I'll jump into the topic directly. So basically there are three different steps in this. So the first one is the selection of the survey number. So the survey number selection is the first step. The second step is the selection of the subdivision number, subdivision selection. While the third step is to select the plot. So these three are the different steps in order to come to a final selection of the plot. So I will explain you this using an example. So let us say Katika, it is a village in Anandgiri Mandal. So what I have got is that I have got an experiment of crop, say paddy, and the random numbers which are assigned to this particular crop is 1165 as well as 281. So what initially I will do is that I will find out the highest survey number in this particular village Katika. Highest survey. So let us suppose that the highest survey number of this village Katika is 350. So basically there are three different cases which we can arrive, while calculating the survey number, selected survey number as well as the final selected survey subdivision number. So the first case I will, discuss. So the case one. So in case one, what we'll do is that let us take 1165, the random number, and what we'll do is that we will divide this particular random number to the highest survey number. So what we will basically get is that if we divide this 1165 with 350, we will get the remainder as 115. So this is the remainder. So what we have got is that 115 is the remainder. So we will check in this particular survey number whether paddy is sown or not. So 115, 116, 117, so on and so forth. So let us imagine if there is no crop shown in this particular survey number 115. What we'll do is that we will jump to the next corresponding survey number, that is 116, and then we will find out whether paddy is shown in this particular survey number or not, 116. Now let us imagine if paddy is shown in this particular survey number 116, then what we'll do is that we will finally lock this survey number, and then we will select this survey number as 116. Now the second step in this would be that we will find how many subdivisions there are present in this 116 survey number. Let us say there are 6 different survey numbers, subdivision numbers in this particular survey number 116. So this particular 1 dash A, 1B, C, D, E and F. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So here we can see there are 6 different subdivisions in this particular survey number 116. Now what we'll do is that we will divide this 116 with 6. So what we'll get is that when we divide this 116 with say 1, we'll get 114 and we'll get 2 as the remainder. So now what we'll do is that we will check whether the paddy is shown in the second subdivision number or not. Let's say it is 1B. So if it is shown, it's okay. But if it's not shown, what we'll do is that we will jump to the corresponding, uh, you know, the next subdivision number, that is C. Let us say that the paddy is not even shown in this subdivision number C. Then what we'll do, we'll jump to the next subdivision number, that is D. Again in D, we find that there is no crop shown in this, survey number D. Now when we jump on to the survey number E, we found that ragi is shown in this particular subdivision number. So we will reject all this subdivision number. Finally we will check whether paddy is shown in this F or not. So paddy, what we'll find is that in this particular subdivision number F, paddy is shown. So what we'll do is that we will reject all this all these subdivision numbers, reject. So whenever, keep in mind, whenever fill the form 1, we are asked the rejected survey number, we are asked to enter the rejected survey number. So what we'll do is that on this that particular column, what we'll do, the rejected survey number will be 1B, C, D as well as E, and finally what we'll do is that our selected survey number as well as the subdivision number will be 116 dash 5, sorry, F. So this will be final selected survey number as well as the subdivision number. In this case, subdivision number. So this is the final selected survey number as well as the subdivision number. So this is case 1. So now coming to the case 2, it's okay, if our random number, it gets easily divided with our highest survey number. But what if it is not divided, not what if it not gets divided with our highest survey number? So in this case 2, we can see if we divide this 280 by 350, then we won't get any particular number which is a remainder. So what we will do here is that we will check whether this assigned, 281, this assigned random number, this is greater, or whether our highest survey number, this is greater. So whichever number is smaller, what we'll do is that we will select that particular number as our highest selected survey number. So in this particular case, we can see that highest survey number is greater than the assigned random number. So what we do is that we finally select our whichever number is smallest when compared to the highest survey number. What we do is that in this case, when it is not getting divided, what we will do is that we will select this particular assigned random number 281 as our selected survey number. Now the story repeats the same. Now let us imagine if there are three different subdivisions number in this particular survey number. So what we'll do is that we'll take this 3, and then we will divide it with 281. So what we get here is that we simply get here 9. So it's 27, and again it's 11, and then it's 3. So it's 9. So finally what we get is that we get our remainder as 2. So what we do is that if we get A, B, C. So let me once check it. 93. So here we can see that our remainder is 2. So here we will check whether our paddy is shown in this subdivision number B or not. If it is shown, then simply we will select this subdivision number 281 divided by B as our finally selected survey number as well as the finally selected subdivision number. So this is the case 2. Now coming to the case 3 situation. So let us say our assigned random number is 700 and our highest survey number is 350. So in this case we can simply get a remainder which is 0. So what we here also what we will do is that we will check whether 350 is bigger or 700 is bigger. So simply we can by seeing this thing, we can, this is the highest survey number, this is the random number assigned. So obviously, since the highest survey number is just 350, we can't take 700 as a survey number in that particular village. So obviously what we'll do is that we will select 350 as our highest survey number selected for this particular case 3, where it is being exactly divided and our remainder is 0. So we will find whether 350 whether their paddy is shown or not. And if it is shown, it's okay, but if it is not shown, what we'll do is that we will reject that this particular survey number, and then what we'll do, we will move on to the first survey number. So let us say even in the first survey number paddy is not grown, say maize is grown. So what we'll do is that we'll jump to the next survey number. Now let's say paddy is being shown in this particular number, survey number 2. So again the same story, it continues. We will check how many subdivision number it is having, and then we will divide the subdivision number with our highest survey number. So these are the three different cases wherein case 1, in the case 1 is when we get when we divide our highest survey number and then we get some sort of a reminder. So this is a very simple case. So Yeah, so this is one of the case. Now in the second case, what we do is that we will find whether we get a reminder or not. Let's say if we don't get any reminder, say this one. So what we'll do is that we'll check whether our highest survey number is greater or our assigned random number is greater. So which one is whichever is the smallest one, we will select that particular number as our selected survey number. So the same thing repeats in the case 3 also, wherein the assigned random number will be exactly divided, will get divided by this highest survey number, and we'll get a situation wherein our remainder will be 0. So we'll check which is the least among these two, whether it is highest survey number or it is a random number assigned. So whichever is the lowest number, so that particular number will be selected as the finally selected survey number. And we have also discussed how in order how we can select the subdivision number as well. So these two steps has been clearly explained to you, how the survey number has been selected, how the subdivision number has been selected. Now let us say I have selected 116, yeah, 116 dash 2b as my finally selected survey number as well as subdivision number. Now I went to that particular field. So the first thing which I have to do is that I have to on my compass. So I will check this is the I will check which is the southwest part of that particular field. So this is north, this is south, this is west, and this is east. uh, Now for the simplicity, what I will do is that I will take a rectangular plot. Let us say 116-2b. This is this is the paddy field, this is the paddy field, and it is rectangular in shape. So what we will do is that we'll locate the southwest part of this particular field. We'll on our compass and we'll check which is the southwest part, and we'll stand we'll start from this point, southwest point. So let us say this is point A, point A here. Now what we'll do is that we'll walk along, we'll take footsteps, and then what we'll do is that we will walk along the length of this particular field. Let us say it is 80 steps. Then after reaching to the point B, what we'll do is that we'll walk perpendicularly. So this is the length perpendicularly. Let us say the breadth of this particular field is 45. So we have got the length as well as the breadth of this particular plot. Now this is important when we are entering our form ones as well. So the next step what we have to do is that we have to reduce 7 from this length as well as the breadth. So if we reduce 7 from 80, so minus 7, we get 73. Similarly, if we reduce 7 from this breadth, what we'll get is 38. So why we are reducing 7 from this, there might be a doubt in your minds that why we are reducing 7. I mean, instead of 7 we can reduce 5 or something like this. No, the reason for this usually which we have been given is that let us take a a field of this kind of shape. Now if we start walking from the southwest part, this is the southwest part of this particular field, and then we will will walk 80 steps from this particular field, say A to B, B, C, and D, and this is say 45 steps. Now if our let us say our coordinates have been selected somewhere around here, if we walk 80 and then walk 23 somewhere here, then this will be the particular field which will be coming out of this particular plot survey number. So this plot will be out of the survey number, which is quite nonsensical in nature. So what we'll do is that we'll basically will reduce 7, and then we will make sure that we arrive somewhere around here, and then we will select this particular plot in this particular survey number. So this is the reason why we reduce 7 from our length as well as breadth from our plot. Now let us say after reducing reducing 7 from our length as well as breadth, I have arrived to a point 73 comma 38 here. So let's hold on, this is not the final coordinates of our plot. Now what we will do is that we will get this kind of random sheet. We will provide you, I mean I will be sharing, I have already shared this PDF in the Anandagiri Mandals groups. Anyhow, I will be sharing it again. So let us say that I have been assigned random column as some column as 4, and my final number, not final, but yeah, this was the number where I arrived after reducing 7 from the length as well as the breadth of my plot. So what I will do is that as I have said that I have been assigned fourth column in my sheet. So what I will do is that 73, any number which is less than or equal to 73, I will be checking in this fourth column. So the first number is 64. What I will do is that I will note this 64 as the finally selected length coordinate, and then what I will do is that any number which is less than or equal to 38, I will be selecting that coordinate. So now let's go below this 64 number. What we'll find is 69 is not less than 38. So what I will do is that I will go to the next number, that is 23. So this, yeah, 23 is less than 38. So what I will do is that I will select 64 comma 23 as the finally selected coordinates. So what I will do is my this is my finally selected final coordinates is 64 comma 23. So what I will do is that from southwest I will keep on walking till 64 steps. So let us say this is 64, and from here perpendicularly I walk 23 steps. This is 23. Okay, so this particular point is 64 comma 23, these coordinates. Now once I have arrived here, what I will do is that I will walk parallelly along the length of this particular field, and we will take a tape, and then we will plot 5 meters. Say it is P, it is Q, this particular point. Now after arriving to a point Q, what we'll do is that we will turn perpendicular, and then again we will walk 5 meters perpendicular to this point Q, and we will arrive at a point R. Now what we'll do is that we know that the hypotenuse of a right angle uh, triangle is basically 7.07. So what we'll do is that we have plotted P, Q as well as R. Now we will check whether this coordinates is correct or not. So in order to check this, what we'll do is that we will we'll be using the tape, and then we will check whether this length 7 PR it is 7.07 or not. Now once we have confirmed by the tape that this particular length is P, in the PR length is 7.07, what we'll do is that we'll fix our point R, and then the person who is in this point, who is standing at this point Q, what he will do is that he has to go quite opposite to this direction Q, and then he will mark somewhere around here S. Straight away he will go to here, he'll take this tape, and then he'll go here. Then finally this particular plot will be selected, this PQRS, this particular square plot will be selected. So in this square plot only we are supposed to conduct our experiment. So this is basically how we conduct our crop cutting experiment, and whoever is having doubt, I will come personally to the Anandagiri Mandal this week, and I will explain them in person. So thank you everyone, thank you.